Well, here we are again. It is currently 8:14. So we only have a few hours left of 2023, which means that the year is very quickly about to come to an end. And as such, as I usually do, I am going to do a sort of reflection video just talking about my thoughts on this year, what I'm happy about, what I'm not happy about, and kind of things I want to improve but also look forward to in the following year. Now, I will just preface right off the bat. I talked about this in my announcement video I did a couple months back. This was a really tough year for me. There were a lot of things that happened this year that just really had an effect on me, had an impact on me. There were a lot of things I learned about myself this year. There were a lot of things that happened to me drama wise that I don't want to get into again because I don't really love talking about it at this point. And also, it's like mostly been resolved, which is good, which I'm happy about. But all year I've been in this perpetual state, of just this state of, I feel like, brain fog. That's the best way to really sum it up. I felt so distracted by so many things that were going on in my life. I felt so incredibly overwhelmed that I just didn't really put forth the effort into things that I really wanted to. And one of those things was, in fact, YouTube. I kept saying, I'm going to catch up on this thing, I'm going to film this thing, and I just didn't. And I can't really give any other answer except I just wasn't in the right mindset to do so. And again, I already talked about this in my other video, but because of that, YouTube just really was not a priority this year. It really was put on the back burner. And it sucks because, I love doing YouTube. It has nothing to do with the fact that, I don't like doing this anymore. And I thought for a while maybe that was the case, but no, because with how much I was constantly thinking about it, with how much I was constantly feeling like I was letting you guys down by not filming videos, with how much I was constantly feeling like I just wasn't putting forth the effort that I needed to. No, I definitely care about this a lot. I think legitimately what happened was I just kind of got to a point where it was just very hard to focus on anything. Other than things that were happening that, again, have been resolved, thankfully. And to be honest, wasn't as big of a deal as I thought it was, but it really did do a number on me because of, just what ended up happening and things that, I did to myself, things that I ended up doing and things like that just really end up affecting me quite a bit. But, we move on. We resolved it. That's what's important, and that's what I am happy about. But because of that, YouTube has just not really been something that I've been focusing as much on. But I really do want that to change moving forward because I don't like coming on here and saying I'm behind on things. I'm behind on things. I don't like saying that constantly because to me, and this is just my opinion, like, if I'm going to be doing this, and reviewing movies on a constant basis, it needs to be a constant basis. It can't just be like I'm in and out every few months. That is tiring. That's repetitive. That makes it seem like I'm not as into it. And that's simply not the case. I am still very much into it. I just really, to be honest, last year I had a lot going on and it was in a good way. This year I had a lot going on with just kind of like, things that happened and made me feel like shit. Like, that's the best way to sum it up. So because of that, both years combined, I just wasn't really fully caught up on stuff. I mean, we're in like August and I'm still talking about stuff in 2022. We're at the end of the year now and I haven't even reviewed a single movie that came out from this year aside from the ones I just did in my Christmas review. Like, that's insane. I have videos recorded that I did in October and I still have not uploaded. And again, it's just because of the immense amount of just stress and how overwhelmed I've been on things. Just really recognizing just how little time I spent on YouTube and trying to get it done as much as possible. And I think the issue that I really had was I was trying to do too much at once. I was trying way too hard to try to, I was trying way too hard, I think, to try to kind of, get as much done as possible, kind of like rush through everything. And that's just not practical. That's not something that's actually going to happen. I think what I need to do is I need to kind of pace myself a little bit more. And that's kind of what I hope to do in the new year. I am obviously going to catch up on 2022, on 2020, not 2022 stuff. We're not done with that. 2023 stuff. That's definitely going to happen. But it's going to happen at the pace that I want it to. And hopefully that does not mean that it takes me until the summer to talk about 2023 stuff. But, that's exactly what's going to happen. 2024 stuff, I'm still going to talk about. I'm not going to do what I used to do, which you guys are going to think this is really stupid. I used to have this mindset that I could not talk about stuff that came out in this year without talking about stuff that came out in the previous year, but I can do both simultaneously. And this year has kind of made me realize, like, I can't really do the things the way I used to. I can't really, try to review every single movie or review every single show. Like, that's just not going to happen. I have way too much more going on in my life. I have a job, I have not a demanding job, but I have a job that, I have to wake up pretty early for. I have, a girlfriend that I'm in a very committed relationship with, and I love spending time with her, and I try to spend time with her, try to spend time with friends, try to play orgs and things like that. Like, I just have so much other stuff going on that I'm just not able to devote my full focus to YouTube. So I think what I really need to do is just kind of pace myself, kind of figure out the time to dedicate to YouTube. And that's exactly what I'm going to try to do in the new year, is really just try to not constantly give you content, but at least give you, content at least once a month, at least put out a few videos. That's really what I'm hoping to do, just because when I'm not putting out videos for a long time, it's almost like it's almost like I've, lost something. It's like I don't feel right when I'm not putting out videos. I don't feel right when I'm not writing reviews. As you can see, if you look at my letterbox, I'm not caught up on that either. I am like 2 months behind on reviews, and I need to get caught up on that too. And I don't like the feeling of that. I like being able to, put stuff out at a, reasonable time where it's like, okay, this came out maybe a month ago, this came out 2 weeks ago, that's fine. I don't want to talk about stuff that came out 5 months ago. I really don't. And I'm hoping I get to a point where I don't have to do that, because it's just not something that I enjoy doing. I would rather talk about stuff when it's out. And again, what held me back from doing so, one was, how I was feeling and just how unmotivated I was. But two, it was really like getting back into the mindset of like, okay, I'm going to start doing this at a regular speed now, and I'm going to put out all these videos and things like that. And I think what really hurt me was focusing too much on, I'm going to try to finish 2022 stuff. I think I absolutely should have just tried to, dive headfirst into 2023, kind of put 2022 behind me, and in doing so, it just kind of made me fall behind on things, whereas this time around, I'm going to try to kind of do both, and I think that's actually going to help quite a bit, because it's, I'm still talking about stuff that came out this year, so even if I fall behind on one thing, I'm not behind on the other, and that's kind of what I'm hoping to do moving forward. So yeah, there's that. The other thing I do want to address, though, that I was consistent with was my podcast with my girlfriend, Allie. We were very consistent with a conversation with Kelly this year, and I'm very happy about that. We got a lot of podcasts done for various reality shows, some of which people never even watch. I don't know if you've watched the show Stars on Mars. I don't really recommend it, but if you want to check it out, it's there. But we did Big Brother, we did Survivor. We were really consistent with our podcast this year. After a year of kind of being very on and off with it, I was very happy with everything we were able to do in the realm of that this year, and I just hope we're able to kind of maintain that moving forward. Also, our other series we were supposed to do, What We Watched, this was supposed to be kind of like a TV version of What I Watched, where we talk about all the shows we watched throughout the month. That obviously did not end up panning out. We did do a 2022 one, and I'll be honest, I'm still going to upload it just because we filmed it, and I would feel bad with us filming it and then not uploading it, so I still am going to upload it, but that'll be the last 2022 thing you see. The only other 2023 thing you're going to see TV wise is one video where we talk about all the shows we watched in 2023. We're actually able to finish a decent amount. I think we got to 60 or something like that, so yeah, that's going to be a pretty long video, but I'm excited to definitely get that one out when we do get around to it. But yeah, other than that, I think that's really all I want to say. Like I said, this was not the easiest year for me, but it was very much a year of growth. I think it it helped me kind of learn a lot of things about myself. I'm kind of things that I didn't recognize and things that I'm trying to change. And it definitely helped me move forward. I think I definitely feel better than I did, a few months ago, even. I feel a lot better, and I'm feeling pretty hopeful moving into 2024. I'm really hoping this is the year where I can kind of, get back into what I love doing, which is filming these videos, which is, giving you guys the content that you deserve. I don't want to put out things at a time when, it's no longer relevant to really talk about it. So that's kind of where I'm at this point. I know it's sounding kind of it's sounding kind of weird for me to say, oh, I don't want to talk about 2022 stuff and then still talk about 2023 stuff, but I feel like at least a few months removed is a little bit different than when I'm talking about it in August. So yeah, that's really my mindset. I would have gotten 2022 stuff, but just the first 4 months of this year, I literally just didn't want to do anything. I shut down completely, and it was very hard for me to, have motivation to do really anything just because of what ended up happening. But yeah, other than that, that's really it for this video. I'm just honestly really happy this year is over. This has been just a year where I've been in this constant state of, not, I would say, misery, but this kind of constant state of just overwhelming. I felt very overwhelmed, felt very stressed. Like that's and a lot of it was on myself. Like, I don't want to make it seem like someone was doing this to me, someone was saying things about me. This was all on me. This is all how I was reacting to things. And then even after this, things had been resolved, with this situation, it was all based on myself and how much I was stressing myself out and how much I was pressuring myself to do things. And I don't know when I'm not going to do that, because I've done that my entire life. And it sucks, but that's just the kind of person I am. I'm always stressing myself out about things more than I need to. And I want to try to not do that, but we'll see if that's something I'm able to work on in the new year. But other than that, that's really it for this video. That's really all I have to say regarding the new year. I'm not necessarily proud of how this year turned out. I'm really happy I put out that Christmas video. That honestly, to be honest with you, that really did feel like me getting back into what I love doing and doing things at normal speed, because it was Christmas and that was something that was relevant. So I enjoyed getting to put out that video when I did, and I hope I'm able to do more stuff like that in the new year. Things to look forward to in the new year, right off the bat. I talked about this in my podcast with Ali, but I'm going to be doing a live stream either Tuesday or Wednesday, kind of to kick off 2024, answer some questions, tell you some stuff that I'm excited for, movies, TV, things like that. We did one in 2022 and I really enjoyed it. Didn't get to do one this year, but I really do want to do one this year, and I'm very excited to get that done. So definitely look forward to that. And then, well, the other thing to look forward to is individual TV episode reviews. I want to try to get back into that. I'm not sure what show I'm going to do that with, but that is something I do miss doing. I miss dissecting shows. I miss getting to talk about things like as they're airing. That was a lot of fun to do. I wanted to do it with Fargo this year, but I didn't catch up in time to do that because I want to watch season 4 as well. So I'm probably going to do a video talking about season 4 and season 5. Gen V was another one I wanted to do, but I didn't get a chance to. So we'll see what happens with that. I really hope I'm able to get back into that, because that's something I really did enjoy doing quite a bit. Obviously, you can still look forward to what I watch. You can still look forward to individual movie reviews. And like I said, my podcast on my Conversation with Kelly channel, you can see that over there. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, I'm very happy to put 2023 behind me, and I'm just hoping that the next year turns out to be a really good one. I'm hoping that there's a lot of, there is a lot of kind of just, I hope it's the fresh start that I really kind of want it to be, and I hope that's what I'm able to do here. But anyways, that's really for this video. I just want to say, hope you guys had a really good 2023. I know I've dwelled a lot about how mine was, and I don't want to make it seem like it was like the worst year ever, because there were definitely good things. I don't want to pretend there weren't. There were definitely good things there. There was just a lot of me putting pressure on myself, and a lot of me just kind of stressing out about things, a lot of which I didn't need to, and just making it a lot worse for myself as a result. But like I said, hope you guys had a really good year. I hope things turn out really well for you within the new year and things like that. I always really do enjoy getting to do these videos, and I hope I'm able to do more within the new year. But that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you guys in my next video, which will be in the new year. So I will see you guys for that. Okay, bye.